sixth son in a family of 12. And his big step forward, he won the great Ethiopian run back in 2011, and he said that's when I knew I had a chance of making it, and he's got a chance here today, but so is Kitata, his turn. Garamuzi, the only one who really hasn't gone to the front. He's just covered the move, but Kipchoge, look at him. Look at those long strides, he looks still as though he's full of running. Lemma just working a bit harder.
I mean, the advantage is that they've done this lap 19 times. They know it intimately. They've got to know what their preferred line is for their running style, for their height, for their stride. And they've got that blue line on the floor, which marks the shortest route, the racing line. But at least they know what's coming around every corner and how to maximise it.
So Kitata trying to stretch it out, down to 4 now. And we go back to the Battle of the Brits, which is still side by side, Ben Connor and Johnny Mellor. A real grimace from Connor, though. Remember, this is his first competitive marathon, 5,000, 10,000 metre man. But moving up to the marathon, moving up so well, and heading for the qualifying standard as well for the Olympics, which was his main aim. Johnny Mellor has it already, but now, of course, they're both thinking about the British title, which is the race within this London Marathon.
Absolutely, like I said, there's prize money on the line, there's a British title, and for Johnny Mellor to back up his breakthrough performance of 2:10 and run another good time, and for Ben Connor this would be a fantastic debut.
Okay, so as Johnny Mellor starts to forge on Birdcage Walk, just about to turn into Birdcage Walk, behind them are the leaders on their last lap. The British boys have still got a lap to go, and now Kipchoge pushes or tries to push on as they've just passed Charlie Hulson. At the back is Lemma, then Garamu's covered every single move. Kitata still trying to move it on, and there's a chopping and changing and moving around and just trying to feel each other out here as it imperceptibly the pace just picks up. Kipchoge from Kenya, the other three Ethiopians. Garamu second here last year to Kipchoge, Kitata second the year before to Kipchoge. Can one of them take the victory this time round, or will it still be a Kenyan in charge at the end? We've got about 600-700 metres, maybe 800 metres left of running.
Well, you think about the first London Marathon and 2 men side by side going across the line. This is the 40th, and with 4 men who are still so close and separated by so little. Just a little bit further back, Johnny Mellor really has dropped Ben Connor. Connor having agonies in the final stages of this marathon, but still running pretty well and just hoping for that finish line to come. But what a finish we're going to have up at the front here. Eliud now looking around, and is he beginning to fall back of the lead 3?
Garamu under pressure, he's looked comfortable, but if you haven't got pace, if you can't pick it up, nothing you can do about it. He could probably keep running that pace for another 3-4 miles, who knows. So now we're down to 3. I was beginning to think we were going to get that great race when there were 4 or 5 men coming into the mile together a few years back. But now there'll only be 3 as Garamu takes a look behind, nothing happening behind him, it's all in front of him. Lemma, Kipchoge and Kitata. Lemma last year, 3rd in the Berlin Marathon when he ran that 2 hours 3:36. One of the quickest runs of all time. Kitata still nibbling away at the front, isn't he? Still looking as though he's got what it takes, but you have to say Kipchoge for a long time has looked good, has looked comfortable. This is going to be a sprint. Who's got the legs? A couple of more corners left. A few hundred metres of running, that's all. It's like a track race now. Kitata just with half a metre. Lemma's back there as well. Kipchoge looks as though he's ready, but can any of these men raise anything more than just an increased cadence? Can any of them actually start sprinting? They'll be tired, the legs will be hurting. And now Kipchoge on this side and Lemma on the other side. Kitata's the only one who responds, or it's Kenyan who's just forging ahead. Not by much though, it's only half a metre. Neck and neck, stride for stride. Kipchoge and Kitata, the two of them locked in battle. Nobody giving even half a centimetre, but now Kitata finds a little bit extra. It's going to be Kitata who takes the victory. Kipchoge second, Lemma third. A great finish to the men's London Marathon in 2020, and it's Ethiopia who take the title in the form of Shira Kitata, second 2 years ago, and it's sweet, sweet victory for him in this very special year. Geremu, even though he looked the best, couldn't raise the sprint that the others could. Watahan, his teammate, the two men who were second and third last year, happy to watch others contend the finish as Charlie Holston takes the bell on his last lap, and then we'll be watching for Kipchoge to come up the home straight. But the battle for the British title continues. Stay there. I'll go back to that in a second. Here he is, Eliud Kipchoge. Well, apart from his Olympic victory in Rio, this is his slowest of his marathons, and the first time he's been beaten since 2013. And the first time he's finished as low down, and I use that as a phrase which many athletes would be happy to finish in the top 6 of the London Marathon, but not this man. It's not what he's used to. I'm sure he'll go and congratulate everybody else because he's that type of competitor, but for whatever reason he wasn't able to produce a performance today. It wasn't fast, but it was hard, and we had a real surprise in terms of the result, but what a race we had in the end.
Yes, in so many ways not the race we expected, but in other ways one of the greatest we have seen in terms of the finish, and Kipchoge arriving just as the top three having their photos taken. Very strange indeed. So those are the top three. Kitata with the sprint just ahead of Kipchumba. A little bit further back down the course we'll bring you news of the British race, because Johnny Mellor is finishing very, very strong.